Disclaimer, I'm just a working mom doing my own dip powder nails. I'm not a trained professional. My hope is to inspire you by sharing my own creations. Enjoy! I appreciate you spending your time with me today. In the beginning of each new manicure, I use a Dremel with a coarse grit sanding band to prepare the old dip set for removal by scuffing off the shine of the top coat. And let it be that the soak-off is able to work more quickly because of this. I do spend a little extra time removing the entire chrome layer. Now for a nice soak in a warm bath of acetone. I've set up in my dining room today with the ceiling fan going for some added ventilation. Here's my large glass bowl with very warm water, 2 quart-sized freezer bags with a piece of sturdy paper towel in each one, and 100% pure acetone. I add about 1/4 cup of the acetone into each of the bags, then warm the bag in the water. I place my fingers in the bags, soak, and use the paper towels to wipe the dip away as it dissolves. The entire removal process takes between 10 to 20 minutes typically, depending on dip thickness and how easily stickers or glitters come off. Now that I got all that off my nails, I washed my hands to remove the bath residue from the skin and went ahead and applied a small amount of hand lotion to help re-moisturize after being dried out by the acetone. Here's a few more steps I take to prepare my nails for dip application. First, I trim and file to desired length and shape, then push back the cuticles, and use a fine grit sanding block to gently buff away the natural nail shine. Finally, I use a lint-free wipe to clean the surface one last time to remove remaining oils and debris. And now for my latest creation, something with soft colors and angelic sparkle. I'll begin my journey with build powder and liquid base coat. I apply the base in a thin strip down the center of the nail, not all the way to the cuticle. Then dip into the build powder, tap off the excess, complete the rest of the hand, count to 20, then brush away remaining loose powder with a soft, fluffy brush. A second coat of build powder I'll apply in a wider strip, not all the way to the side edges and only half the length of the nail. Now, build powder isn't a requirement for a dip powder manicure, but I choose to add this to my process for the strength and shaping, and I need that to get the 2 weeks of flawless nails, which I now enjoy. A third coat I will faithfully apply, this time over about 2/3 the nail surface. I like doing these progressively larger areas. It helps to shape the apex and minimize the dip thickness at the cuticles to avoid an overly bulky look. I've chosen this cutesy peachy pink for my nail tips, the lighter one for the rest of the nail. pouring into my dip tray and tapping down to flatten the powder surface. I also have a catch tray on standby for when I pour over this color. I'll begin color application by applying the liquid base coat over the entire nail surface. Then dip just a small part of the tip of the nail into the powder for a couple seconds. And without waiting too long, pour the other color over the rest of the nail, letting that set for a few seconds before tapping off the excess. Repeating on the rest of the hand. I like these cute blushing nail tips, but I'm going to add some heavenly sparkles over top to maybe soften the hard line and give it a sweet little twinkle. I've chosen to do the first coat of this over the whites of my nail tips to reduce how noticeable that is. I'll go ahead with a second coat of the sparkle dip. So satisfying. Enjoy! I love the sparkles, but did end up kind of losing the tip color. So racked my brain and remembered a trick I saw using the pigment powder from the dip to rub color on using a makeup applicator. I also chose a somewhat deeper shade so I could ombre it on a little bit. And what do you know? Look at that! You're witnessing my first time trying this technique. Glad it worked out so well. I like that even more. Now a coat of clear dip powder to protect the glitter and color from the upcoming filing and smoothing steps. I'll apply dip powder activator generously to get through the multiple layers to harden the dip, giving that at least 10 minutes to cure. A great opportunity for a rest break. Finishing my labor of love with much needed filing to perfect the nail shape as seen in my hand on top. I start with a coarse grit file board to straighten the sides, the tips, and correct all overshaping. A fine grit sanding block smooths over the coarsely filed surface, followed by a polishing block for additional shine. Another light application of activator several minutes before the top coat for a fast cure. Cleaned my nails with a lint-free wipe to remove excess activator and dust. Now a first coat of top coat, applied in just a few quick strokes. Sometimes the fast cure is just a little too fast, and the brush can get crunchy. I go ahead and switch to a clean brush from a brush saver bottle before the next coat. After only about 2 minutes, I will blissfully apply a second coat of pristine glossy top coat. The clouds part and the sun shines through, and angelic voices sing. Oh, what beautiful nails! Seriously, these are so sweet and charming. The soft blushing color with the sprinkle of gentle sparkle is understated but very happy. I enjoyed every day of the 2 weeks I got to wear these. Thanks for checking out my nail design with me. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment with any questions or feedback.